Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalam ala ashrafil anbiya wa imamil mursalin, Nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. All praises and adorations are due to Almighty Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. May peace and blessings of Allah be upon the noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household and companions. Dear Muslim brothers and sisters, kindly give me just 5 minutes of your time to discuss this very vital topic, but a very short one with you. I want us to look at attributes. What should be the attributes of an ideal Muslim husband? First of all, let's when we talk about attributes of an ideal Muslim husband, we know what attributes mean, the qualities that a man who is supposed to be a husband should possess. And when we are talking about that, the first of it that we should look at should be religious commitment. Dear sisters in Islam, I want you to be very, very attentive, because many sisters are falling victims these days. The man you want to stay with for the rest of your life should be a religious man. Religious commitment should be the first quality you should look at. The Prophet ﷺ said in one of his hadiths, women are being married for 4 qualities. Mention those 4 qualities. The Prophet ﷺ chose one of them, and that is religion. So it also applies to men, not only women. It applies to the husbands too, not the wives only. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran, وَلَا عَبْدٌ مُؤْمِنٌ خَيْرٌ مِّن مُشْرِكٍ وَلَوْ أَعْجَبَكُمْ. To marry a slave who is a mu'min, who has a strong faith, is better than marrying a mushrik, even if you love that mushrik. So religious commitment is very, very important in choosing a partner. Secondly, you should look at the family background of that man. The family background of that man. Yoruba will say, if he comes from a very good background, he also will definitely be a very good man. And even if he is misbehaving, you'll be able to report him to his people, and they'll call him to order. But if his people are not good, you are in a mess. And thirdly, the man should have sufficient wealth to take care of himself and his family. Look, this one is also very important. Many people will say, oh, I love in love. Oh, you're talking about love. You love a man who cannot take care of you, who doesn't have what it takes to take care of you, a man who has no future. You have to think about it before choosing a husband. Then another one is being kind and gentle towards women. You know, there are some men, their attitude to women, you will just be very sorry for them. Like, oh, women are not slaves. Women are also human beings, just like us. They are partners. They have been created for us to find tranquility in them. That's what Allah said in the Holy Quran. So, if they are been created so that we can have tranquility in them, we should also give them tranquility. Also, we should give them rest of minds. So look at the attitude of the man you want to stay with. His attitude towards women, you have to be very careful about that. Look, search for it. Look, ask people, investigate, do your investigations, thorough investigation, of course. And then finally, the one I will choose, I will mention last. I think I'm mentioning 6 qualities. Number 5, it is good if he is sound of body and he is healthy. A very healthy man is very good to choose that also. That should be also one of the qualities you should look out for when choosing your husband. And finally, it is preferable that the man has knowledge of Quran and Sunnah, or that will definitely guide him in all his dealings with you. If you choose a man that has no knowledge of Quran and Sunnah, and he is not a student of knowledge, and he is not the one that asks questions from scholars, you should be very careful in dealing with them. You should be very careful in choosing such kind of husband such kind of a man as husband. You see, I I decide to make this video because of our sisters, because like I said earlier, many of them are falling victims. Just like let me give a very short story of what happened recently. A man, one of our brothers, whose wife just gave birth to a set of twins for him just before Ramadan, and the Akiko was held on day 2 of Ramadan. You know what happened? On that day, that Akiko day, there was just an argument between him and the wife concerning the meat. He reserved some meat for his guests, so he accused his wife that she has used part of the meat, and the woman denied. You know, arguments ensued, and at the end of the day, he beat up the woman. He beat the woman until she lost consciousness. Can you imagine that? A woman that just gave birth to a set of twins for you, and in Ramadan, for God's sake, in Ramadan, you are fasting, the woman is fasting, and you have to beat her until she fainted, until she lost consciousness? That's an act of irresponsibility. So our sisters should be very careful in choosing the husband they choose, they want to stay with for the rest of their life. This is a journey you are going into forever. You are not no one goes into marriage and say, okay, after 2 or 3 years I will come back to my father's house. No, you want to stay with him forever. So that is why you have to look at, if you think love is blind, you are on your own. Because let me tell you, my sister, love is not blind. It is either you choose to blind yourself, but love is not blind. Love is not blind. And don't let anyone deceive you that money is not all. Yes, money is not all, but you have to choose a man that can take care of you. And you have to look at his attitude, his background, his knowledge. These things are very, very important for our sisters. So in fact, I really pity many of these sisters. So when you are telling them, they say, no, I love him and he loves me. Oh, okay. Anyway, my sister, you're on your own. But I don't want you to go into the relationship that at the end of the day you regret going into it. So that's where you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. So you see, I'm always passionate about issues that has to do with women, because like I call myself, I'm Abul Banat. I have, most of my children are girls. I have girls children. I have girls around me. My house is full of girls. So I'm always passionate about anything that has to do with them. So brothers too, you need to be very careful. These women are being created for us, not to treat them as slaves. They are not our slaves. We have to take good care of them. Islam, you see the way Islam treats women, subhanallah. Islam treats women like queens, And do not forget, a man who treats a woman like a queen, it means he also has been raised by another queen. So if you think your mother is a queen, so you have to treat another woman like a queen. So we shouldn't just, may Almighty Allah come to our aid. May Almighty Allah soften our hearts, especially the hearts of those men that, with a very small, a very little argument, start beating up their wives. It's not a very good attribute, especially for a Muslim. May Almighty Allah rectify our fears. Subhanakallah bihamdik. Shadan la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.